Hi, I'm Shireen and I'm back with new yoga poses and a new breathing technique on Dear Nestle. I hope you enjoyed my previous video on beginner level. Let's start and have fun. Today's routines might be a little bit more intensive than the last one, so remember to have a light meal at least 1 hour before you do any yoga. I usually have a piece of fruit or cereal as I prepare my kids' meals. Then I quickly get into some simple yoga poses to energize myself before work. In this yoga video, we'll concentrate on working on our core or abs and a breathing technique called Ujjayi breathing, which has greatly helped me with my asthma. All you need is a simple yoga mat, comfortable workout clothes, preferably long pants that prevent slipping. Now we begin with breathing exercises. Today I would like to introduce a new breathing technique called Ujjayi Breath. It's the same as before. You inhale and you exhale through your nose. As you inhale, you inflate your tummy. As you exhale, you scoop it all out. But now, it's deeper until you hear the sound of ocean spray at the back of your throat. For example, let's do it together for 3 more breaths. It helps to put one hand on the tummy and one hand on your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. I taught this to my children and it has greatly helped them to reduce stress for situations like exams. And now we begin with warm-up. Place both hands on the mat. Bring yourself up to tabletop position. We'll do 5 rounds of cat and cow just like the first beginner video. With an inhale, arch your back, gaze high. Exhale, round your belly, gaze at your navel. We'll do it 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Now back to neutral. And I'm going to increase the intensity a little bit. Tuck in your toes, lift your knees off, and we're going to do the same thing but with our knees off. With an inhale, arch your back, gaze high. Exhale, round your belly, gaze at your navel. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. Drop your knees down, take a few breaths. Now tuck in your toes, lift your knees off into downward facing pose. Flattening your heels on the mat. Let's stay there for 5 breaths. You can loosen up your hamstrings by bending your knees one by one. After 5 breaths, next inhale, look at the space in between your palms and slowly walk to that space. Keeping your knees bent, hold on to opposite elbows and just let your head dangle. You can say yes and no with your head. Next exhale, just flop your hands on the floor, and next inhale, slowly rise up like a ragdoll with your head being the last to go up. As you exhale, roll your shoulders back into Tadasana. And now we've completed our warm-up. Great job, ladies! Now I'd like to introduce 3 new yoga poses before we begin a new yoga routine. Come down to the mat onto all fours or tabletop position. Shoulders are stacked directly over the wrists, knees are hip width apart. Sweep your right leg back and tuck in your toes. Then sweep your left leg back and tuck in your toes into high plank. So that's number 1 yoga pose today. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we're going to go into Chaturanga. So we drop our knees down. Slowly drop our chest down and our chin down to the mat. Flatten your feet. Next yoga pose is Cobra. Making sure your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Push yourself up into Cobra. Your elbows are still slightly bent and you're looking straight. As you exhale, tuck in your toes, lift your knees off and push yourself up into downward facing pose. Now we'll stay there for 5 breaths. Gazing at your navel. Focusing on our Ujjayi breath. Next, inhale, look at the space in between your palms and slowly walk to that space. Next, inhale, look up, exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep both hands up to the sky. Gaze at your thumb. Exhale, bring it down to heart center. Roll your shoulders back into Tadasana. We'll do one more round. With an inhale, sweep both hands up. As you exhale, arch your back and forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend your knees, put your palms beside your feet. Sweep now your left foot back and then your right foot into high plank. Chaturanga, drop your knees down, then your chest down, then your chin all the way down. Flatten your feet. With an inhale, push your body up to Cobra, keeping your elbows tucked into your body and slightly bent. As you exhale, tuck in your toes, lift your knees up, straight into downward facing dog pose. 5 more breaths. Next, inhale, look up, look at the space in between your palms, slowly walk to that space, bringing your toes together, your heels slightly apart. Inhale, look up, exhale, fold. Next, inhale, sweep both hands up to the sky, gaze at your thumb. As you exhale, bring it down to heart center and roll your shoulders back into Tadasana. Now we've completed the new sequence. Now it's time to cool down after that yoga sequence. So sit on your heels on the mat and slowly bring your forehead down to the mat. Bring your arms alongside you with your palms facing up. You may choose to have your knees slightly apart or close together. Stay here for at least 5 minutes. Whenever you're ready, push yourself back up to easy seated position with your eyes closed or semi-closed. Slowly blink it open. And now we're done with the cooling down sequence. Thank you for watching this video, and if you'd like to challenge yourself even more, please watch the advanced video where I would introduce to you 2 more new poses and an alternative routine. See you!